like your mouth.
And give a warm, bony, bloody welcome to John Travolta. Oh, hold on 1 second, John Travolta. I didn't activate your voice shadow. Amateur hour. I know. There you go, John Travolta. You're live on this show. Everyone can hear you now. John Travolta, are you there?
Hello.
Who's this? Doesn't sound like John Travolta.
I apologize. This is not John Travolta.
Well, naughty. Who may you be?
This is Gabe Lucas. I have been on the show a few times before.
The world famous Gabe Lucas. I am honored. I just love how you use real corpses and have people have sex with them. It's a delight.
Thank you so much. Hello, Xander. First, I want to apologize. Last time I said I was someone that I wasn't to get on the show. And I have done that act yet again. This is because I got a little scared. It turned out that Danny fellow is not running things anymore, and I have not met you.
That's fair. I can be terrifying to the eye. But I'm such a huge fan of your work, Gabe Lucas. I wish you would have been up front. We could have had your beautiful mug up here. Now we got John Travolta. Do you have some news for us? Is John Travolta going to be in one of your films?
You seem very wise, and I've heard that very thing, and it seems it's to be true.
I try.
John Travolta is part of why I am calling in.
Ugh.
As you know, to anybody that has been tuning in for the first time, my name is Gabe Lucas. I am the brother of George Lucas. I am in the same business as he is in making films and motion pictures, but not of the same kind. Mine is of the pornographic kind.
Oh, yes. Can I name one of my favorites of yours?
Go ahead, please.
So many. So many. I think it was kind of your Avatar spin-off there. I forgot. It was Fuckatar. And you your characters took over the bodies of any celebrity they wanted to fuck anyone. It was go watch Fuckatar. It's 10 out of 10. And one of the best scenes in Fuckatar was the couple having sex on the Twin Towers before the planes flew in. That was very controversial at the time. But you
Yes.
A lot of people till this day think you actually filmed there on that day.
No. Definitely, I definitely didn't. George Lucas was certainly not anywhere around or near that day. No, it's just we used a lot of advanced technology that I'm pretty proud about. But I appreciate the fact that you are an enjoyer of my films, of my work.
A huge fan.
This is quite the opposite experience that I shared when that Danny fellow would host this show.
It's funny you mentioned that because Little Piggy is mentioning Dan didn't want to be a part of your films. Well, not a shock. Dan's a big old wuss. That's why I burned down his boots. Did you guys see him cry? Oh, Fred.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I felt, not too bad, but mostly embarrassed for him.
Oh yes. Sorry. Continue, good sir. You have news, John Travolta. You're such a huge fan.
I come bringing exclusive news only here on the Last Respawn show. As you know, my wife, she was cheating on me with a Greek man.
Oh.
She thought I didn't know, but I knew the whole entire time. I set up cameras to watch them Fuck. Well, she thought I was working. Instead, I
Whoa,
was actually working.
I hope you use that in one of your films soon.
Perhaps. Perhaps that's something that we can maybe cross later down the road. For the time being, there's a lot more creative. The creative juices are flowing in a particular way, in a certain direction. One that this month brings. One that's very, very, I would say, pertinent to the month.
Spooky
my wife died
season.
in a car crash. Yeah,
Oh,
spooky season. My wife died in a car crash. The week before she died, she had turned to me, embraced me as I got home from work. I could smell the Greek man's cock on her breath, but I didn't let her on. I didn't let on that I knew I was aware of the transgressions that she was partaking in. But she told me that day, as we were eating our turkey club sandwiches and our iced tea for lunch, came home early. She turned to me and she said, Gabe, you know one thing that I appreciate? I appreciate the lore of vampires. The idea of vampires. And she turned to me and she said, I would love a film that maybe took vampires in a different direction. What do you think? I said, well, you know, Gladys, I never really pondered that. But, you know, if that's something you're into, maybe I'll think about it. Maybe I'll explore. Well, you know, it's something that's been on my mind for a while. And just recently, the deal's been signed. The script was written. And I'm proud to announce here an exclusive from the last Respawn show.
Well, don't keep our gabagools waiting. What is it?
Well, I'm proud to announce that we are going to be filming and putting out a new Dracula movie. Now, I understand what you may be thinking. Oh, Dracula has been done a million times. How can things be any different?
There was two Dracula movies this year. Did you know that? 2 different Dracula movies. They both bombed.
Yes. Yes. I am very aware.
What's going to be different about yours?
The difference here is that it's going to be an X-rated movie.
An
X-rated movie, but just because it's an X-rated movie does not mean that I won't push it for an Oscar. That's how strong I think the work is going to be on this film. This film, yes, it is titled Dracula, and yes, it is about Dracula. But the twist is that he's not about sucking blood. It's about Dracula sucking cock.
Yeah, baby. Well,
you know, blood.
So is John Travolta going to be Dracula? Is that the news?
Bingo, brother. John Travolta. He signed the deal. Listen, we met inside of a bathhouse. All right, when we were in a bathhouse, he told me, he said, Gabe, come to the bathhouse. I said, John, sure, but I'm not partaking in any of your festivities. He said, no, I didn't have to. All right, I said, fine. I went in there, I opened the door. I walked in. I was greeted by a little Colombian man. He guided me. We made a left. We made a right. We made another right. And there before me, in a sauna, was John Travolta getting a massage. He was getting his cock rubbed. His head was on a pillow. He was watching Judge Judy on the TV in the corner. And there was five Peruvian men with maracas. And they were nude. And then they took out a set of bongos and slapped their dicks on them. And John Travolta was screaming in joy.
This feels like a scene from one of your movies, Gabe.
Well, I won't lie. I got a couple of ideas from that scenario. It kind of took my breath away. It was the artistic direction in this greeting really kind of moved me.
This is a typical Tuesday for John Travolta.
It was a Tuesday. You're absolutely right. It was a Tuesday. I said, John, this is quite a setup you got going on here. And he said, well, I appreciate that, Gabe. And I said, all right, here's the script. Tell me what you think. It's Dracula. He has awoken after many, many years in slumber. But he is not awakened by some, Van Helsing or whatever the fuck, or some kind of scholar. He is awakened by a big 6'8" African gentleman. He stumbles upon his fucking corpse, not his corpse, but his fucking casket. He opens it and he sees Dracula there, resting. But Dracula hasn't had blood in so many years. The life force in him is gone. But this Dracula doesn't suck blood. This Dracula doesn't live off of blood. Blood does nothing to him. It is cock. It is performing fellatio on a man. Is the life force for this Dracula.
Interesting.
He smells the 6'8" young gentleman's genitalia through his corduroy pants. Dracula opens his eyes, which is John Travolta. John Travolta as Dracula opens his eyes. The man gets startled. The 6'8" African gentleman gets startled. But they lock eyes. And as we all remembered, one of Dracula's powers is the power of he can hypnotize you.
That is true. I have to say real quick, I think you're getting Wall Goblin really excited. He might be busted soon. He fucking loves this.
That's a good early test, for the audience. That's a good early reaction. Might have to pay somebody to put that on Twitter. Wall Goblin got a blood rush to his penis. I'm hearing about this early, hint of the script. Anyway,
add that to your movie tagline.
Yeah.
If you get a
blood rush to my penis, Wall Goblin.
No. This movie will give you such a blood rush to your penis. You're gonna wish John Travolta jumps off the screen and sucks it up for you.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. So
there you go.
They lock eyes, and this guy, the 6'8" gentleman, he doesn't understand. How is he supposed to know that there's a fucking vampire, right in front of him? But he gets hypnotized. He takes his cock out. John Travolta as Dracula sucks it. The life force is drained. That's the only thing. If you get your cock sucked by Dracula, you will die. Unless he decides to turn you into a vampire, and in that case, he has to actually bite down on your cock, and whatever. There's a certain way to do it. I don't know everything, but there's more. Works.
Gabe, baby. I think you're overthinking this.
Yeah.
He sucks them dry, and then if he wants to turn them, he's got to suck then fuck. There you go.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Sucking your fucking to turn him into a full-fledged vampire.
Yeah, maybe they got a 69 or something. What do you guys think about that?
I kind of would like to, maybe market this as Interview with the Vampire, but you're actually gonna see the cock sucking going on. We're not gonna dance around it. We're not going to play games. We're going to show you that, yes, this Dracula loves cock.
No, okay, baby. You reference Interview with a Vampire there and the sexual innuendos of Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. By the way, Gabagools, if you haven't seen Interview with a Vampire with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt as Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt as vampires, right?
Yeah.
The sexual tension between these two male vampires it is the most gayest, horniest movie you will ever see, and it's Tom Cruise as a vampire,
such magic,
and Brad Pitt as a vampire. I think they even throw in a little Antonio Banderas at a certain point.
Beautiful art. Beautiful art.
It's a gorgeous movie. If you haven't watched it, go watch it, my Ghouls. Do you have any other stars for your movie? We got John Travolta as Dracula. Who else? You got. I know you're a big star person. Also, how many dead bodies are you planning for your? I know you're always thinking about those dead bodies in frame. I love it.
I'm so happy that you get where you get my art, you get my vision.
Yes,
that
sir.
Danny
I
fellow
do.
couldn't really get it.
He's a crybaby.
Yeah, I know Xander's a good guy. He's a good egg.
You see this small hammer I have in my hand? Well,
Yeah.
It's very small, but it's the kind of hammer, if you hit a human being in the temple, it stuns them. It kind of cracks their skull, sends a massive shockwave to their brain, and it stuns them. It doesn't knock them out. It stuns them. What that means is they're either flailing about or they're paralyzed. Now, paralyzed is the best thing. But anyway, that's what I plan to do to Daddy if I ever...
Yeah. I offered that kid a couple of rolls in my films and he turned them all down. And guess what he had to do? All he had to do was fuck some beautiful broad on a dead body, and he didn't want to. So you know what? Fuck him. Take that hammer to his skull.
Oh, I will. And I Gabe, hold on. Will Goblin wants to know something. Xander, do you want to answer this?
Let me see. When am I fucking a corpse? You know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Gabe, you need me to fuck a corpse? I'll fuck a corpse.
I can absolutely use your expertise in this movie.
Have you ever fucked a corpse before, Xander?
Not by choice. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh!
Amen, brother.
Well, I want to hear more about that story later.
So as I told John Travolta, I told him about the script. He saw it. I gave him the script. He read it. He didn't need to see the whole thing. He literally read just that opening scene about him sucking the 6'8" African gentleman's cock, and he was in. He said, "I didn't need to see anymore. This is gonna get me the Oscar." I said, "Well, if not the Oscar, then definitely an AVN." Now listen.
Gabe, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Little Piggy has a good point here.
When are we gonna force David to fuck? I mean, have you seen David? Oh, hold up.
I would love to talk to that gentleman.
Oh. Do you fancy our basement creature? I know the collar is turning a lot of people on. I've seen the tweets.
That is exactly why I want to speak to him. I watch the show. I keep up with it. That boy, that young man, in that jumpsuit with that collar, flailing around, all right, being choked and calling Xander Big Poppy X and licking water out of the dog bowl. He's got something, god damn it. He's got pizzazz.
He's got that X. He's got that X.
There you go. He's got something, and I think I can really bring it to the big screen.
Well, we got him housebroken, so I could bring him over with a leash whenever you got the script.
You know what?
Sounds good.
If you're looking for a Renfield type character, I think David would be that, or this undead zombie, like a creature. You need a creature that just fucks and cries and flail. What does he do?
He kills something. Like, you gotta be careful. He's like a Rottweiler. He will take your head off.
He sure has killed a lot. He killed my dad.
That's the kind of spunk I like.
He killed my dad. Yes. I feel like I should return the paper to.
Wait, so you're telling me that David has killed before?
I think he's definitely in the double digits by now with how many people he's killed.
He's reached. I'm pretty sure he's reaching. Me and David might have a little tie going on. I think with our death count. I might have to up my body count.
Very, very interesting.
Director Dead by Wall Goblins for it. Well, no, Gabe Lucas is the director. If anything, I could come in as an executive producer or something.
I would love to have you come in and just give everything a glance over, give me some feedback. I would be honored to have you on the set. It's not often that you get somebody with the pedigree of yourself, Mr. DeadBite, to come on in and give some feedback on my work. So I'd be honored if that could happen.
Well, I think we might have to make something happen. Have my people send over dead people and write what you want on the dead people and you can send them back. That's how I talk in messages.
Yeah, that's how he talks.
Yeah.
He sends just dead body parts.
Oh wow, that's I'll definitely have to figure that out. In any regard, I would like to thank you for allowing me to come on here posed as John Travolta. I Trojan horsed my way in here before, and I decided to do it again because I was kind of a little, scared to come on and be in your presence. I'm aware of some of your work, and the fact that you think that Danny's a piece of shit, and you love my work. It just really shows me that you really are a really, really great man. And I think you're the future of this show. Not Danny. No, definitely not Danny. Fuck that guy, Danny. But before I go, I would like to say one last thing.
Sure, go ahead, Gabe.
Well, everybody, the new Dracula movie will be hitting theaters in 2024. The end of 2024.
Ooh, not so far away.
Not so far. We start filming in January, and I'll tell you right now, John Travolta. We've already done some we've had some tests going on, some test screening going on. The work that he has done, what we have seen from him, Pulp Fiction, whatever, the Face Off, whatever John Travolta flick you really want to hang your hat on, that really showed you like, wow, this guy was great in there. Wait till you see John Travolta as Dracula grab a man from behind, levitate in midair, hovering over the Pacific Ocean, and suck a man's cock.
Right.
And then bite his dick. And then watch him hit sail over the Pacific Ocean into a new city, a new country, and proceed to do the same thing over and over again. Yes, there's a plot, but that's secondary to the cocksucking.
Well,
John Travolta is immaculate.
I think you answered Little Piggy's question. Is John Travolta gonna be caked up? It sounds yes indeed. Gabe, let's give you a round of applause. Absolute pleasure to have you on.
Thank you so much.
Just let me know it's you, and we'll get the right picture. But
Okay.
I mean, John Travolta's might as well be John Travolta. Be Dracula.
Sucking cocks.
Sucking
That man right there is going to be Dracula sucking cock. Thank you so much, Mr. DeadBite and Xander. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night, Gabe. Wow, what an absolute honor. I am just vivid right now. I'm electrified, as the kids say.